I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. First, we're going to start with a song, okay? Are you ready? Yes? Tengo un cuento que puede ser. Tengo un cuento, escucha y ve. Tengo un cuento que puede ser. Ven y jugar y leer conmigo. Now in English. I have a story, what can it be? I have a story, listen and see. I have a story, what can it be? Gather around and read with me. Good job, everyone. How wonderful. Okay, so the first book we're going to read today is Día de los Muertos by Hannah Elliot, illustrated by Jorge Gutierrez. At the end of October, every year, a very special holiday begins. It's Día de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead. And can you see? They're selling flores, calaveras, artesanías, and velas. What do you think they're gonna do with all this? So their little stands, I think people are gonna buy things for Día de los Muertos. Día de los Muertos is an ancient tradition celebrated in Mexico and other places around the world. During this holiday, people take time to remember and celebrate family and friends who have passed away. Although it is called Day of the Dead, our celebrations last several days, right? Do you see that? In the illustrations, this little boy is making papel picado. He's probably tuning his guitar, making a calavera, atole maybe, or pan de muerto. With delicious foods, brightly colored decorations, and festive parties, we honor the lives of the people we miss, including those who left us many years ago. Right here it says abuelos. But before Dia de los Muertos begins, we must prepare. Well, we need to prepare. We bake a tasty sweet roll called pan de muertos, or bread of the dead. We make atole, a hot drink of masa, water, cinnamon, sugar, and vanilla. Look, it says right there, atole. We gather flowers, especially cempasúchil. These are also called flor de muertos, or flower of the dead. Do you see them? And in English, we call them marigolds. In our homes, we set up altars or altares. We decorate them with offerings or ofrendas, like candles and flowers. The light of the candles and the smell of the flowers, the marigolds, help guide the spirits back to us. On the altar, we also place items that were important to our loved ones. We gather cherished books and musical instruments and special jewelry. We add their favorite food and drinks, and we add pictures. Do you see that altar? I'm sure you've seen them around town, right? So you see the candles, the velas, the calacas, the marigolds, and a picture of the departed. We surround ourselves with skeletons. We make huge skeletons out of paper mache and teeny tiny skeletons out of clay. We even paint them and dress them up. Do you see that? They come in all colors and shapes and sizes, right? We pose the skeletons doing silly things like playing the guitar or dancing or even taking a bath. Do you think a skeleton needs to take a bath? I don't know, maybe. Along with skeletons, we decorate our bakeries, schools, cemeteries, and other places in our communities with beautiful cut paper designs called papel picado and with skulls or calaveras. Look, the panadería, the bakery, la escuela, the school, la iglesia, the church. Many of these skulls are made out of sugar. They are embellished with colorful icing and designs, and some skulls have the names of our departed on them. Some even have our names. Look, Jose, Lola, Juan, Lupe. We do all this to celebrate the beauty and life of death rather than mourn it, right? It looks like they're having a wonderful time. After a few days, many of us visit the cemetery for the last of the celebrations. We clean the tombstones of our loved ones. We play music. We tell stories. It's a festive time. When Dia de los Muertos is over, we put away the skeletons and skulls and the altars. But the special holiday reminds us to enjoy life all year round, and it reminds us to honor our loved ones. This way they stay in our hearts forever. The end. Did you all like that? I like that so much. So I wanted to share some stuff that I have here that I use to celebrate the Day of the Dead. So right here is, I made a pan de muerto, and it's usually round, and you'll see that it has, you can't see it very well on mine, but it usually has a cross, and those are the bones of the dead. And then on top, it usually has a little like ball, and that's supposed to celebrate the skeleton. The skull, excuse me, right? And it's usually made with orange flower water. And then right here, I have some calacas or skeletons. See, so this is a secretary, and she's sitting at her typewriter doing her work. Then right here, I've got los novios. Look, they're getting married, but they're skeletons, right? And then I don't have a sugar skull with me, but I have this that looks like a sugar skull, right? And they come in all sizes. So you can get a really big one with your name on it, or you can get a tiny one like that and put a name on it. And then I've got these other that I wanted to show you. But this is a gentleman, and this is the lady, right? And it looks like they're gonna go have a nice time somewhere out about town. Right? So I wanted to also tell you that when you make an ofrenda, it has to have 4 parts, okay? It has to have food, it has to have water, it has to have candles, it has to have papel picado, because that is the wind, and then it has to have marigolds. So the smell of the marigolds and the candle invite the soul of your departed one to the altar. And then there you have things that they loved in life. So for example, my dad, I always leave a Snickers bar out because he loves Snickers, and then I eat it, right? But it's a way that where we can talk about our departed ones and remember them and keep them in our hearts, right? Yeah. So it's something that we do every year to remember all those that have left us and celebrate their life, right? And talk about them and tell stories about them and enjoy them without them physically being with us. So it's a beautiful holiday, right? Thank you so much for coming and sharing this with us. So now I'm going to pass it on to Miss Olivia.
All right, hello everyone. So we're going to sing a song that is called The Skeletons, because like as Miss Anna said, in the Day of the Dead, we do have skeletons. And so we're going to sing a song called Las Calaveras. It is in Spanish, but I'm going to go over the words with you so you can kind of know what's going on. So it's going to go like a clock. So we're going to go 1 through 6. We're not going to do all 12 hours. It'd be a very long song if we did all 12 hours. So we're going to do to number 6. And first, we're going to say, El reloj marque la una. That's 1 o'clock, right? And the calaveras, they're going to come out of their tomb. So we're going to like come out of their tomb. So if y'all want to come do something like that with me, come out of your tomb. Okay. And then we're going to say, chumbalaka, chumbalaka, chumbala. Can you try that? Chumbalaka, chumbalaka, chumbala. It's kind of fun. It's a nice little rhythm. All right. And then the clock is going to strike 2 and the calaveras are going to eat arroz. Can you do this? Can you eat rice with me? Comen arroz, right? And we're going to say it again. Chumbalaka, chumbalaka, chumbala. Chumbalaka, chumbalaka, chumbala. Very good. Okay. And then we're going to go to 3 o'clock. And the skeletons are going to dance in reverse. Can you do like go in reverse with me, right? Oh, very good. Okay. And then to number 4, el reloj marquen las 4, number 4. and they're gonna go to the theater. So can you do this? Van a teatro. Ah, van a teatro. All right. And then number 5, el reloj marque las 5. The calaveras are gonna jump. Pegan el brinco. Can you jump with me? We can jump? Very good. I see some of y'all jumping with me. Very good. All right. And then cuando el reloj marque las 6, right? When it gets to 6, right? The calaveras are gonna juegan como 6. So maybe we can do something like they're playing and they're jumping and they're having a good time. All right. Okay, so we're gonna go through it. Y'all ready? Okay. Cuando el reloj marque la 1, las calaveras salen de su tumba. Muy bien. Chumbalaca, chumbalaca, chumbala. Chumbalaca, chumbalaca, chumbala. Cuando el reloj marque las 2, las calaveras comen arroz. Muy bien, comen arroz. Chumbalaca, chumbalaca, chumbala. Chumbalaca, chumbalaca, chumbala. Las calaveras, no, cuando el reloj marquen las 3, las calaveras bailen al revés. They can't dance backwards. Chumbalaca, chumbalaca, chumbala. Chumbalaca, chumbalaca, chumbala. Cuando el reloj marquen las 4, las calaveras se van al teatro. Chumbalaca, chumbalaca, chumbala. Chumbalaca, chumbalaca, chumbala. Cuando el reloj marquen las 5, las calaveras pegan un brinco. Chumbalaca, chumbalaca, chumbala. Chumbalaca, chumbalaca, chumbala. Cuando el reloj marque las 6, las calaveras se juegan con Moisés. Chumbalaca, chumbalaca, chumbala. Chumbalaca, chumbalaca, chumbala. Muy bien, niños. Good job. That was fun. Hope y'all like that one. Okay, so the story that I am going to read today is called Gustavo the Shy Ghost. And it is written and illustrated by Flavia Z. Drago. And she is a Mexican illustrator and author. Gustavo was a ghost. He enjoyed doing the normal things that paranormal beings do, passing through walls, making objects, and glowing in the dark. Can you glow in the dark? I wish I could glow in the dark. Can you see all the skeletons? There's quite a few on the page. But there was nothing in the world that he loved more than playing the violin. Well, almost nothing. Gustavo was secretly in love with Alma, the prettiest monster in town, but he also had a problem. What do you think his problem is? Let's find out. You see, Gustavo was so shy that some things felt incredibly difficult for him. And the worst part of it, making friends was terrifying. Gustavo had never dared to speak to any of the monsters. Poor Gustavo. He tried getting close to them in many different ways. Can you see Gustavo? He's right here in the left, and he's right here on the table, and like the soccer ball. There he is. Even when he was right in front of them. Do you see him? And they just couldn't see him. Gustavo longed to be part of something. More than anything, he wanted to make a friend. I have to be brave. I have to let the others see me, he thought. Poor Gustavo. So he decided to send a letter. a very special one. Dear monsters, I would like to invite you to my violin concert, which will take place at the Day of the Dead party next full moon at the cemetery. I would be thrilled to see you there. Gustavo the Ghost. As the days went by, Gustavo couldn't stop thinking, what if no one shows up? What if they don't like my music? What if they don't like me? Except tonight was the night, and this time he couldn't hide. But not a soul had come. Oh, poor Gustavo. He's there in the cemetery by himself. And also you can see here too, like here's an altar right here in the ofrenda. So all alone, Gustavo did what he loved best, and the music made him happy, so happy that he glowed. Oh, how he glowed. And I hear someone say, Gustavo! We're so sorry we're late. We wanted to get you flowers, but we got lost instead. And then we heard your music and we saw your glow. We really loved your concert. Would you like to hang out with us? Yay! Good. That's awesome. From that moment on, Gustavo's life changed, and everyone discovered that even if he didn't talk much, he was the best at helping and protecting his friends. But mostly, Gustavo never stopped surprising them. Look at that. And they never stopped loving him. The end. I hope y'all enjoyed that story. All right, well, thank y'all for joining me, and I'm gonna pass it off now to Miss Ashley.
Hi, how is everybody? Yay, those were some great stories, and I actually have another story for you. This one is called The Day of the Dead, El Día de los Muertos, by Bob Barner. Okay, let's see. Let's go. We celebrate our ancestors on the Day of the Dead. El Día de los Muertos. Honramos a los antepasados. With offerings of flowers, sugar skulls, and bread. Con ofrendas de flores, calaveras de azúcar y pan horneado. Look at that. Look at the calavera. I see some pan floating around too in the marigolds. We make tacos, empanadas, mole, and treats. Hacemos tacos, empanadas, mole, y platos deliciosos. Look at all the yummy food. We smell incense that burns smoky and sweet. Quemamos incienso con ese olor maravilloso. We got a little coming out of the guitar. Before we go out, everything must be done. Hay que tener todo listo antes de la partida. So they are setting up. Look at that. They're setting up like the ofrenda, like Miss Ana said. Pack up our bundles before the setting sun. Y embarcar bien las cosas mientras ha luz del día. We got our calaveras, our pan, our marigolds. Under twinkling stars and the moon glowing bright. Baja estrellas que brillan y una luna muy clara. There they are playing the guitar, dancing. Light the candles that flicker with soft yellow light. Encendemos las velas amarillas y blancas. Here's our glowing candles. Mark a path for the spirits with the petals of flowers. El camino a los espíritus entecamos con pétalos de flores que cortamos. There's our marigolds that Miss Anna said we lay a path, right? So they can smell them, so they can smell the way. We dance, sing, bailamos y cantamos. And remember the loved ones for hours. Y durante varias horas a nuestros seres queridos recordamos. Celebrate our ancestors on the Day of the Dead. Honramos a los antepasados en la Día de los Muertos. Yay, look at that. It's a lovely celebration. We smell the sweet flowers as we lay down for bed. Y cuando a dormir nos retiramos, el dulce olor de las flores aspiramos. The end. Yay. It was so great. So like Miss Anna said, marigolds are a big part of making an ofrenda. And I would like to sing a little song with you called Little Calendula, which is Little Marigold. And first, we're gonna clap, clap, good job. And then we're gonna make our petals. We can do round petals and pointed petals, put our arms out in front of us. Good job. Okay, and then we're gonna grow our stem, put our hands on top of each other and grow our stem. Just like that. Yay. Okay, and then we're gonna reach up top, reach really high, right? Then we're gonna smell our flowers. So we can bring our hands like this and smell our flowers, right? And then we're gonna pick them up and lay a trail. Can we do that? Yeah, good job. Okay, let's sing it together. Called to the tune of I'm a Little Teapot. Ready? I'm a little calendula, beautiful and sweet. Here are my petals and here is my stem. Good job. When I'm all grown up, so beautiful I'll smell. Pick me up and lay a trail. Let's do that one more time, shall we? Yeah, ready? I'm a little calendula, colorful and sweet. Here are my petals and here is my stem. When I'm all grown up, so beautiful I'll smell. Pick me up and lay a trail. Yay, good job. So I would like to do a marigold craft with y'all today. See my little marigold? Now you can do this for your ofrendas if you don't have real marigolds or just, you know, to add more of a touch of decoration to your, and what we are gonna need are pieces of tissue paper cut out. This is about a 4x6. I'm sorry, a 4x4, but you can make them bigger if you want. We're gonna take these, stack them together, right? And we're gonna fold them accordion style. And that just means we're gonna fold them once like this, see? And then instead of going this way, we're gonna go the opposite way. And we're gonna keep doing that all the way to the end. Okay, there's our little accordion. Little accordion. There we go. That's a better view. Yay. Okay, and then we're gonna need a pipe cleaner. See our pipe cleaner? Yay. And we are gonna take one end of our pipe cleaner and fold it over just like this and twist it so it doesn't come off. Twist, twist, twist. Good job. Now we're gonna fluff up our petals. See it? We're gonna fluff, 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 fluff. And it does not have to be perfect because flowers are not always perfect. We want it nice and fluffy. See, we've got one side going. And then we got our other side to do. And there's our very own homemade marigold. And you can do these in yellow and orange. Orange is more of the particular color, but we can do them in whatever color we prefer, right? Good job. And thank you so much for singing with me and reading our stories. And I'm going to invite Miss Anna and Miss Olivia back with me so we can sing our goodbye song. Ready? Let's see. Okay, can we give a thumbs up if you can see all three of us? Do a thumbs up. Yay. Okay, so we're gonna sing our goodbye song. Ready? We're gonna sing it in English first and then in Spanish. Ready? Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to go. It's time to go. It was nice to be with you. It was nice to be with you. Goodbye. Goodbye. Now let's sing it in Spanish. Ready? Adios, amigos. Adios, amigos. Ya me voy. Ya me voy. Me dio mucho gusto estar con ustedes. Adios. Adios. Yay! Thank you so much for joining us and singing with us.
For more information, call 210-207-2500 or visit us at mysapl.org.